Bradley!
Pokemon Trainer Mike. That was, hey,
there's no
a
editing
false
being
start.
done.
It happens. It happened. Like a false swipe of a start.
A false swipe as mate.
We're on it today already.
We're 5 seconds in and we're locked in, mate.
That's right.
How the devil are you, Bradley?
Mate,
well,
as a wise man once said.
I knew it was going to be one of these episodes.
I've been pushing it back, just so
just catches off guard.
There it is.
Every episode, I sit there going,
it could be.
Is it happening? Oh, no,
know.
he did it.
There it is.
Good on Doshin Goddess. Yeah,
that's right. And how are you this fine evening? Charles coming out with the old pinky dinky.
Yes, Charles did make an appearance. A wise man once said, Bradley.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be here. I love putting the intro right there. It gets you every time. It's the gap and silence. You're like,
yeah. You're like, is it another technical difficulty?
Is it?
Not this time.
Is it a technical issue? Is he all right? Is he not? Is he? Anyway, there we are.
Is he all right? You look tired.
You looked. Actually, I probably do. It's been a heck of a week already to start us off. Good Lord, mate! It feels like it's been a long time. It feels like it's been a while. It always does, doesn't it? Can I just say, Bradley?
Yeah.
For those that are watching, not just for sorry. Let me just reverse that. For those that are listening, Bradley is wearing his 2025 Pokemon International Championship t-shirt. Oh, and it looks beautiful, mate.
And I knew where you were going. Like, our wavelengths are so similar. I could tell that was where you're going, and that's why I went like that.
You went for the stretch.
To make sure that,
It looked in, mate. It looked
there we are.
It looks splendid.
We are.
I love that
splendid.
You just stop it now, right? You just stop it. You cheeky chest pin. It's back! I told you it would come back. You were just happy to be here, Bobby. Happy to be here.
Get that goal pin, mate. Go on. All right. So that's right. We have we got quite a PokéCast today, haven't we? We got some really fun topics to talk about. We're going to be continuing our Sinnoh journey. We're going to be we're going to be touching on the Newcastle Card Show, which, spoiler alert, if you haven't already seen, quite the card was procured. We're going to be touching over the North America International Championships series.
Yep.
And so much more.
The hype is real.
It is indeed.
Do you know what episode this is, Bradley?
28.
Yeah, you checked before, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
For real?
That sounded very confident. I had no idea, but I just confidently said 28.
Your gut, mate, your gut was like 28.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a hesitation, Bradley.
Not a hesitation.
Oh, mate, I'm here for it. You are absolutely correct. I had to check. It is 28. Two more. Literally, we're nearly at episode 30 nearly. Oh, my word.
I mean, we're past the half-year mark now of PokéCasts.
And we're happy to be here, and we'll continue to level 100. See what I did there?
A little level. You've got the required gym badges for that.
Well, speaking of leveling up, Bradley, we have a sponsor to keep the lights on, pay the bills, right?
We sure do.
All of our setups. Please continue.
Allow me. Yes, thank you so much, my friend. So, have you ever been out and about and thought, I would just... Well, sorry, let me start over. Have you ever wished for 2 extra spaces in your party of Pokemon? Is the experience share not going far enough for you?
Ooh, well, I mean, sometimes.
Well, look no further than the Solaceon Town Pokemon Nursery.
Oh!
That's right. Oh, that is right. You can, at your leisure, that's right, not deposit, that sounds weird. Like, give the lovely nursery your up to 2 Pokemon, and as time goes by, they too will level up in spirit alongside your party. That's right. And also, if you mention the PokéCast with Brad and Mike, you will get your first 5 levels free.
Oh, just incredible. So you're saying, Bradley, that we go to a random house we've never been to before. We see 2 people there that are working there that we have no idea what, and we are giving them our Pokemon without any background checks at all.
Yeah, so it's not random in the sense of Cynthia just appearing or dropping in.
Okay.
It is an establishment that has got its food hygiene safety certificate. So you are completely
Okay.
Yeah, it's 5 out of 5.
Just for the babbers at the back that thought, well, this sounds well dodgy, but to be
it's not.
No, it's a lovely establishment. There you are, folks.
There you
PokéCast with Brad and Mike. First 5 levels for free.
First 5 levels for free.
Literally, the Pokemon
you
world
make
love
this up.
You actually could not, mate. Yeah, not at all. Literally, the Pokemon world loves our podcast. Like that from around the regions, various towns that just want to be called.
They want to be part of the PokéCast with Brad and Mike so badly that there we go. We get them from everywhere, from putting down payments on property to hiring a pranking service with a boombox to your friend or enemy.
I've got the giggles.
Who else other than us would you go to
for your weekly dose of Pokemon content? Am I right? There you are. We're locked in.
Anyway, it's been lovely. Thank you very much, as always, guys, for coming along. If you like it, make sure you like, rate, or subscribe. And
we're happy
you got anything else you want to say?
Good Lord.
Good lordy lord.
All right, so thank you for that, Bradley. Great sponsor, as always. So, as Bradley said, we have a very jam-packed show today. So, yes, we're going to touch on the Newcastle Card Show. It's 5th installment here in Newcastle upon Tyne, where your good friend Pokemon trainer Mike actually attended. So, we'll touch around that in a second. As Bradley pointed out, we'll be touching on the North American International Championship, the last one in the series of championship events from Pokemon, leading us now firmly on the road to the Pokemon World Championships in Anaheim in August. Oh, the hype is real. The hype is real.
And we'll be there.
Oh?
Please continue.
We'll be there. And of course, we'll be continuing with our cinema adventure, how Bradley's got it with Brilliant Diamond, where he's up to, and all the nostalgia that'll flow with it. So lock in. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. So, the Newcastle Card Show.
How'd it go?
It was wonderful, Bradley. It was wonderful. Thanks for asking. It was a fifth installment of it. 5th show over the last few years, which is just insane, and it just gets bigger and better every single year. We didn't do a live stream this year, more so because I love the live streams, and it's always great fun. But I find like I miss half of like the whole intent was to go and collaborate, network, meet people, and various things. And I find when I do the stream, I miss a load of vendors because I'm setting up for the stream. And it takes a lot of the time. So I thought, this time I'll vlog it. So watch this space. There'll be a vlog on the channel shortly on that. Watch this space. So I thought I'd really just get into it and talk to people and join, and that's exactly what we did. And I spent a good 6 hours there. Bear in mind, there's only 3 rows of tables, but we managed to spend 6 hours there just talking to everybody, and it was wonderful. Just so many wonderful collectors there, members of the community, and it was just lush. It was really, really, really good. And I can't wait for the next one, mate. I can't wait for the next one.
Beautiful.
We picked up some bits, though. We picked up some
bits.
So, we picked up those TCG collectors out there. We are mastering Journey together at the moment. I think we're at, as of recording, about 88% complete. So we picked up.
Wow.
So we're very close, man. We're very close.
That's really cool.
It was awesome. We've all Expander finally came. And we built it on the weekend just gone, and it's so therapy. For those that have done a master set before and you've got the binder and you've sorted the cards in order and you put it in, it's so therapeutic. By the way, it really, really
just
is.
To sit down with a binder, just like when you were kids, and just slot them in.
I just had Pokemon music on, and I was just like bliss. It was so calming. It was wonderful.
A few random wingos just in the background there. That's not.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so-
allow me.
Yeah, please.
Like, there you go. Right. So
That was way better. So we picked up some
Thank you.
illustration rares for Journey Together to add to the collection. But all of that, we got some bits for the members and stuff on the channel. But the big one. So for those that watch the weekly live streams of TCG, you know that for the last 14 months, 400 packs in, we've been attempting to pull the SIR Greninja from Twilight Masquerade. You've heard it here. You've seen it on the stream. We do a segment every week where we open a Twilight Masquerade in an attempt to get Greninja. And leading into that, I caved. And I thought, it's not worth spending on packs upon packs upon packs. Although I would absolutely adore to pull it in front of everyone, I caved. And Bradley, I got the SIR Greninja.
oh,
We've got it in the collection.
I am so glad that you ended up just getting it, because it was a card that you have been looking for and wanting for a very long time. Actually, since Twilight Masquerade came out 9, 10, 11 months ago now, even longer.
14
even
plus
longer
months now, yeah.
14, yeah, over a year. So
400 packs, like it was just.
It was a well-deserved. It was time. It was
I think
time
it
to
was.
get.
I think it was.
Time.
I think it was a good decision. So I literally, the vendor, shout out Oria Newcastle, by the way, wonderful local vendor. I walked in and she was like, Mike. She was the first person there. Walked over and she just handed it straight away, and I was just like, oh. She was like, there it is. Like, go parade it around. We'll sort the trade and everything after the show, and that's what I did. And I just had it on as the entire way around. It was wonderful. It was absolutely amazing. Also, one last thing, by the way, before we move on, and that card show, I must have held thousands of pounds worth of Pokemon product in my hand on that Saturday. Like, people were buying base set packs that I managed to hold. Like PSA 10.
You held a base set pack.
I
in your
held
hand.
a base set pack in my hand. For good shout out to Draper who picked that up. But yeah, a base set pack. It was just insane. And you know what I'm like rip it all. He didn't quite rip it, but I'm sure there will be next time. So yeah, it was wonderful. It was absolutely amazing. The community is just so nice. Everyone's there just for fun. The excitement, the kids, all loving life. Mint. Absolutely mint. So it was really good, Bradley. It was really good. You should come to the next one. Oh, never say never.
Maybe.
There we are.
Maybe.
Could happen. So,
well,
go on. Go on.
That was I was listening, and then there was like a very something happened, and I saw every word that was coming out of your mouth. You'll see me as I'm watching it when everyone's watching this back. I'm so focused on Michael's lips because the delay came in for like just about a minute, and I was just like, this is just really interesting. I was just sort of taken really into it because of that. It was brilliant, but that's amazing. That is of course incredible, and the fact that you got to hold a base set pack. Oh, now. Before we jump into the next thing, there was actually a very small thing I want to talk about with Pokemon Pocket. I have been playing.
Have you?
And I've been enjoying it quite a lot.
You've not told me this.
No.
Are you back on the rank ladder, Bradley?
I'm back on. I'm pushing into Ultra 2 at the moment as we speak.
Mid? What?
So, and I'm not using a meta deck. The meta deck is Buzzwole with the switching with Celesteela. For me, I've just found this really fun deck, and it's with Rayquaza of all Pokemon. Rayquaza EX, the one that does four random targets,
50 damage,
40 damage on each. So it's only 40, and you think, oh well, that's not that great. So there's the electric Pokemon. I forget what it's called. Please tell me an Ultra Beast that's electric.
Xurkitree.
No. Not that one. It looks like Man Electric, kind of. It's like a in that sort of sense.
Electric?
Maybe it's not. No, it's not an Ultra Beast. It begins with Z, I think.
Zeb Striker.
No. Oh, I'm gonna have to. I'm just gonna
Google
have to
it.
open
The
it.
Babbers need to know now.
Yeah.
If you're listening and you know what that is, please shout it out now so we can send that energy to Bradley.
It has an ability called Thunderclap Flash, which puts an energy on it. at the end of your first turn. So you have to actually get it on your first turn. I think it's like Zekama or something.
Zekrom.
Zekroma. I think it's Zekroma.
This Pokemon right here.
No, Zeraora.
Zeraora. Yes, okay, yeah.
This one.
The promo, that's a beautiful card, by the way.
And that's a very beautiful card. So, Zeraora, very, very interesting card. So if you play it on the first turn, it will get an energy attached to it at the end of your first turn. So it kind of counters that no energy first turn sort of things. You do play a couple of Oricorios, but you don't really play around it. You have a Tapu Kolo EX, which you could kind of probably get away with not having,
etc. Yeah.
No, not Volt Switch. It's the one that has plasma 20 gets the energy, and then Rayquaza. And you think, well, this doesn't sound like an incredibly good deck. However, because of Electrical Cord, which is a Pokemon tool that has been introduced, when the active Pokemon is defeated via an attack, you are able to split the energy onto 2 Pokemon. You think, well, that's okay as well, right? But with Zeraora, turn 1, it gets an energy. You then put an energy and Electrical Cord on it. No problem. Now you're doing 50 damage. You put Rayquaza and another Zeraora or whatever other Pokemon there. And if it lives 1 or 2 turns, you put 1 or 2 energy onto Rayquaza. And you think, okay, this is still okay. It gets defeated. You put Rayquaza in. Rayquaza now has 3 energy, and the other Pokemon has 1, and you get Dawn. And Dawn will, even if it only has 2, you have Dawn. You put a new energy onto Rayquaza. You then Dawn the back row Pokemon's energy onto Rayquaza, and then boom, 2 turns Rayquaza can be set up with this. 2 turns. That's all. And it is incredible. And let's say you draw Rayquaza to start with, no problem. Put it in the active spot because of the new Pokemon support trainer cards. Not from this set, from last set, called Ilima. Yeah. Put one of your colorless Pokemon that has damage on it back into your hand. It's basically a Koga for the Weezing. You just take it straight back
and give back its health.
And there you go.
Yeah, that sounds insane.
It's really fun. It's not meta, but it climbs really well.
Chespin, I didn't know you were back on it, mate. I've been playing it just from collecting, but I've never dabbled. I didn't realize you were on. You would have given us the hype to do it. I'm gonna have to. Also, can I just say, you thought you said it looks like Man Electric, and it was Aurora, right? Cat, dog. All right then.
Oh, is it a cat?
Yeah, it's a cat.
Oh no,
it's really awkward.
That's really awkward.
It's okay. It's all right.
That does not look like Man Electric.
I was so confused.
At all. I thought it was just a big electric dog. No, that's a cat with a unicorn horn. Okay.
You made me laugh.
I'm sorry. That's
hype, though.
Yeah,
that's hype.
Yeah.
That's hype. Yeah. I mean, we should hear about our next set in the next week or so, I believe, anyway. I wonder where we're going to go.
Very true. Very true.
Very cool. Love it.
Now, yeah.
I'm going to have to get into it.
I just wanted to sort of, I just break away for that because I forgot that I actually was doing that. So maybe, maybe it's time for you to. I mean, Charizard's still quite a thing.
Is it just same deck?
I mean, the exact same deck. I got demoted a few times because I was trying some new things, and I went from Great Ball 4 all the way up to the very back end of Ultra Ball 1 with just Charizard. No changes, just playing Charizard. It's still very competent. It's still very, very competent.
I need to lock in then.
Yeah, play some. You'll see. You'll see.
I'm locking in. I'm locking in. You make this want to do. You really want to talk about this because I know we touched about it earlier on, but we talked about if Mega Evolution came to Pocket, which I strongly believe it is going to happen. And I was thinking in my head, I was driving to work, and I was like, imagine using the same Charizard, right? So Rare Candy, Charizard, Stalk, so you get your 5 energy ready, and then Mega Evolve, however way that would be or whatever, but then put the Mega Evolution on top, and then you've just set up with a Mega Charizard, whatever its attack would be, and you just start obliterating, like it's going to be broken, if that's how it is anyway. I'm sure there'll be some things around it, but...
I think that Mega Evolution will require it to be non-EX.
Okay. Oh, that would bring a lot of different cards into the meta to do that, wouldn't it?
So
what a great shout.
That would be a really interesting idea, and it it would bring back some of those other Pokemon, like the non-EX Venusaur, the non-EX Charizard, etc., right? That's what I was thinking about. I thought that would be epic, and it would allow them to keep the cost at 2. Everything can be the same. It gives 2 points instead of like 3 or whatever.
That's the way to get around it.
It's a bit hard to get into it, but there's the compromise, right?
And the reward off the back of it. I know we're talking about adding extra health point, or it does 3 energy to. Sorry, excuse me. Honestly, I think that's a great way that it's going to get around it. Everything we're talking about, all these difficulties, bring back these older Pokemon, EX Mega Revolution. That's such a good take. Because it makes sense,
because
right?
when you look at the trainer cards, you can't, those trainer cards can't be used on the EX variants. Like for example, with Sabrina, I think or Cynthia, who increases the damage of Togekiss and Garchomp.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the EX versions. You also can't evolve EX Pikachu into a Raichu. So I'm thinking that because they've already made that premise, they could expand on that with the Mega Evolutions.
I think you've absolutely nailed it, Bradley. I think that's exactly what will happen. It'll come out. I
think it would be cool if it does.
Oh my lord, I'm getting excited. It's going to happen. Come back. This is episode 28. Bradley's just called it. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I think he's spot on. I think you've spot on nailed it. You get this hype now. Stop it. I'm excited now.
I want Primal Kyogre. That's what I want. I want either Primal or just Kyogre to come. Imagine if we had a Gen 3 set where you had like Groudon and
Stop it now.
Lugia and Ho-Oh. Oh my god.
Like if I'm thinking Mega Revolution comes out, right? They need to have a number of Pokemon in the back catalogue that can Mega Evolve. In the generations that we've had out, we've had Generation 1, 4, and 7. No Pokemon in Generation 7 can Mega Evolve at this time. Could be different when the year comes out. Generation 4 has a handful, if that, like Garchomp at the top of my head. And I really can't think of anything very quickly. So there's very little from a Gen 4 perspective, and majority of it is Kanto and Hoenn. So if they go in Kalos? No, Kalos didn't have any. It was more so old Pokemon, wasn't it? So to get to that stage, they're going to have to introduce more Pokemon that can have the Mega Evolution. But me Kanto brain's on saying it could bring people in via Kanto. They'll just give the love back to Kanto Pokemon and then slowly introduce more from various other regions.
Well, this might be why they've not went there. Why they jumped ahead. Why they're doing the Ultra Beast first. You know, they're kind of taking these boxes so that they can get that hype around ZA. All right, guys, here we go. You know,
mate, Ruby and Sapphire. You can see the packs right now. Blue. Sapphire and Ruby packs,
Blue
Groudon and Kyogre on.
And Groudon.
And then they do the next expansion, which has Rayquaza on, for example, or whatever, Deoxys or whatever, and they build it out. Oh, mate, stop it now. I'm getting excited. Stop it.
And then we've got, like, Entei, Swizine, and Raikou from Johto coming up. You're like, oh, mate, I can't wait. I'm very excited.
Can you imagine they do, like, a ZA themed decks, where it's like...
Oh wait, you go Gen 5, but then you go as an expansion, like just a pure ZA kind of.
Maybe they do that. Maybe they do Kalos, and then the mini sets after is ZA tag on. So hypothetically, Megas are in at this point, and then we've got Mega Feraligatr, Mega Meganium, Mega Emborn. They're the 3 artworks. Stop it.
Full artworks as well. Full art, proper love given.
I mean, that's. If I was Pokemon, I would. It's gonna happen. They will put Mega Evolution into everything because they know everyone loves it. And if I was them, I would be locked in on Pocket because it's doing so well at the moment. It would be rude not to.
Here's one more take for it is that how they're going to expand it might not be necessarily energy and might not be all these things. What I think might happen is they're going to introduce a field zone. So. I don't know if it would happen, but the ability to maybe play a gym, like, for example, Lumio City, all Pokemon from the Kanto region increase their damage done by 10 and reduce their damage taken by 10. Like, you know, I don't know off the top of my head when but That could happen.
Well, in general Pokemon TCG, they have stadium cards that are used to that effect. I don't know the effects of them, but when they're in play, it affects both the opponent and your type of field as well. So
that would be cool.
Like, they introduced rare candies, that's in the normal general TCG. Why wouldn't they bring that kind of stuff in? So I think that's absolutely probably on the cards as well, mate. 100% it'll happen. We're going to talk for an hour about TCG Pocket.
We are. Okay.
I'm loving it. Mate, it's hype though, man. It's what this is about, man. It's the hype, man. It's the hype. So, very quickly then. So, we recently, or Pokemon just held their last Championship Series event before Worlds, which was the North America Championship, which is actually amazing because I'm sure one of the, it was in the junior division, and I can't remember if it was TCG. It may have been TCG. It was actually two brothers or two siblings went all the way to the final and faced each other, which I don't think's ever been done in the history of Pokemon, which was lush to see. Like, the mom and dad were in the front. Oh, it was lovely. It was lovely. So that's the end of our Championship Series, and now we are literally on the road to the Anaheim World Championships, where Pokemon's going to be there, and it's going to be wild, and it always is a celebration. It's massive. It's a huge event. It's live streamed. There's announcements. I would be shocked if we didn't get some new mega information there, because the last time when we have had Worlds, I'm pretty certain Mega Slowbro was introduced in one of those shows as well as various other things. So you need to lock in. I think they'll show us, because it's been beg your pardon, let me revert that statement. It's been seen that trademarks have been done to showcase, Japanese-wise, we're going to get a Mega Charizard X TCG set. But there's also been like these lots of rumours linked towards some sort of like ninja type Pokemon, and a set featured around that, which to me sounds very Greninja from reading what the trademark was and some of the descriptions. So if I'm the Pokemon Company International and I wanted to hype people, maybe at the closing ceremony or whatever, and I knew what sets were coming up at the end of the year, I would wholeheartedly show off things like a Mega Charizard X, which I've been saying for ages, a Mega Charizard X SIR in all the glory around it. I reckon it would look insane. Because we did it for Journey Together. We had a little anime teaser, and we got all these partner Pokemon. This is in last World, so this is like August last year, and we've only just had Journey Together, in March? So it was about 6 months, but hey, the hype was really low.
And also, if they wanted to do a lot of hype, Ash-Greninja.
Bradley, you would see a grown man cry in your good friend Pokemon trainer Mike. It seems like, and I might be wrong, but it seems like they've just pushed Ash-Greninja to one side, like he doesn't exist. They don't talk about, even when Ash visited him in the anime towards later end, it was just standing Greninja. There is no mention of him anywhere. So I don't know if they're trying to retcon it off or not mention it because the Kalos starters are going to get Mega Evolutions in the new game. And I genuinely think that's probably going to happen. I reckon we're going to get a Mega Greninja. I really, really do.
You think Mega Greninja?
I think we're going to get Mega Delphox, Mega Chesnaught, and a Mega Greninja. I would put money on it that's going to happen. Because they didn't get the Mega Love in X&Y. It was a lot of love to the other generations. I think now, because they're not our actual starters, I genuinely think we're going to get that. And if Mega Greninja is real, I mean, the problem is, right, I'm going to be on this fence, right, because Ash-Greninja, as you've listened on the last couple of podcasts, I've got so much history, love, and attachment, and through various stages of my life, which is what's attached us to him. So if a new Mega Pokemon comes out, like Mega Greninja needs to look absolutely insane for us to
needs to look really good.
Pushes over. But to your point, if they go, let's give them some love, here's Ash-Greninja as well, I'd be a very happy man, Bradley.
If you had to choose between having Mega Greninja or Ash's Greninja back in circulation, which one of them would you prefer?
I don't know what Mega Greninja looks like, so
No,
I don't know. I mean, without even knowing what it looks like, it would be obviously Ash-Greninja. every single time. There's too much love for it. Loads of people love it as well, to be fair. It got one TCG card. There was a promo box of it, and I did get it for a Christmas when it was, you know, at a normal retail price. So I do have it in my binder, and it is beautiful. It's not a full art, which is a standard EX, and it is glorious. But man, a full art. Like, I could just see like a full art. Like, I don't know if you've seen them, but in Journey Together, those that collect, the new full arts now has the Pokemon, and then kind of like silhouetted in the back is the face of the trainer. I could just see an Ash-Greninja card, water shuriken in hand or throwing it, and just like a picture of Ash back. Oh wow. My lordy lord, that would be, it'll never happen. Anyway, that's a pipe dream, that. I've got hype, mate. You've got us so excited. I can't wait for Legends as well, by the way. Honestly, we're on this Safari Jeep, mate, and we're like this. It's just unreal. I was sitting the other day, and I was in work, and it was a bit stressful, and work was going on, and I sat down, and I was just ZA potting my head, just a little bit of the part of the trailer, and I thought to myself,
the double jump.
Well, it wasn't a double jump. It was actually during one of the battles, but I just thought to myself, like, it's gonna be insane. Like, it's. I can't get over how good Pokemon Scarlet and Violet still looks on the Nintendo Switch 2, and what Pokemon Z is going to look like. My lord.
I had a thought about the battles the other day as well, where they were in the little kind of playground area, like it was all fenced off. And that was what I was thinking about the other day. And also all these little like Pokemon stops around the city, like they look really cool as well. Like
I need some more info. They need to give us some. They need to get. They need some more. We need some more juicy info because I'm playing Legends Arceus on the channel at the moment. Like, I've got that vibe of just throwing a Pokeball and running around onto the next one, and it's great fun. And then I watched the trailer for Z after I did a playthrough, and I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to do that again, but in a more current title, looking that beautiful, and like some of all the Kalos classics that I absolutely love them. And then Lumio City, mate. Wait until I hear that again.
The seamless catching of Pokemon.
Yes, 100%.
Very seamless. Oh, and going in between zones and hearing all the different like remixes of Lumiose in different areas. That would be amazing.
Mate, it's going to be incredible. Do you know what I did last night?
What did you do last night?
I did like a 13-hour shift at work, right? And afterwards, I was having me tea. My wife Becca was watching something on TV, and I was like, do you mind if I just put my headphones on and chill for a minute? She was like, go for it. So I sat down and I was like, I'm going to watch the first episode of Pokemon X&Y of the anime. And I put it on and I watched it because I haven't watched this again since it first came out in like 2013, whenever that was. Like, I'm sure it was back then.
12 years ago.
Like something like that anyway, right? And as soon as Ash gets off the plane at Lumio City, the anime iteration of that OST kicks in, mate, and literally I was just like instantly calm. The day just disappeared. It was just instant, like, it's just, and the soundtrack in the first episode, all the classics from X&Y, battle themes, all different root music. It's just spectacular. So I'm fully in hype Kalos mode now, like, all aboard the Kalos train. I'm so ready for it. It's going to be amazing.
Talking of Pokemon moments.
Go on.
There's a question of the day that we can answer too. So this is to everyone listening.
Should we give it a theme tune? Off the back. Question of the day
with Brad and Mike.
I mean, that was off the fly. I'll take it.
There you go.
There you go, Bobby.
We both thought that at the same time. We both pointed to Bobby.
For those that don't know who Bobby is, by the way, Bobby is our paid editor of the podcast.
Editor, yeah.
Yeah. And he just wonderful edits of the podcast.
Incredible.
Yeah, he's
the wing
so
goal,
good.
But outside of that, yeah. that was
alarming.
Alarming is a very fair word to use there. So with that in mind,
go on. Sorry, your question of the day.
So question of the day is: what is one of Doesn't have to be your most, because we're all gonna have loads. What is one of your favorite moments across all of Pokemon? Just something that comes to mind right now, like today. Just one of the ones off the top of your head, something that sort of washes ashore.
Ooh, what a good question. So immediately popping in my head now is probably attending the Pokemon World Championships in London in 2022.
Oh, yeah?
That was my first proper Pokemon event. I know we went to EUIC multiple times after that, but Pokemon Worlds was my first proper event I attended, and it absolutely blew me away. It was just so, like, everything you thought of when you were a kid. You were like, I want to go to a Pokemon event. I want to see it. Like, it was just, 10-year-old PTM was just screaming the entire 3 days we're down there. It was just surreal, amazing. And the fact that it was on home turf as well for a world championship event was just next level insanity. And I want to go again. I can't wait. It'll happen again in my lifetime. But just the celebration of all things Pokemon with thousands and thousands of people was just insane. So that just immediately popped in. What about you?
That is a lovely moment to share.
It's lovely. Oh, mate, love it, man.
For me, the Pokemon moment that comes to my mind, one of my favorite moments, was when we did the first Who Wants to Be a Pokemonaire?
Oh, that was fantastic, mate.
Yeah, that was a really just lovely moment where we were both just going through Pokemon questions. I was like thinking of like, oh, I wonder if if this will be a good question to ask and things. And then we got on streaming, and I remember being a bit nervous at the start, but it was just basically you and I just chatting along and just having a good time. And we got all of chat involved as well. And it was just great fun, and we had such a great time. It was just such good banter.
It was unreal, wasn't it? I still remember this day, mate. It's in the intro on the videos as well, because it was just such a good moment. We need to bring that back eventually when we're not too busy. That will be because I think, have we done one since the podcast? Oh no, we've done maybe one since the podcast has been live. And I think it would be incredible to come back. That's a lush memory, mate. That's a lush memory. So there you go. There's your question of the day, folks. As you're listening, what is one of your favorite Pokemon moments? So just saying that now, what immediately comes to your head? Drop it in the comments. Let us know what it is. And that was question of the day
with Brad and Mike.
Oh. Now you have to remember what that sounded like for next week.
Yeah.
It'll be a different theme tune.
There is that part to things, yeah. So we kind of, we got out of the Safari Jeep today, and we didn't quite reach Sinnoh. Didn't quite reach Sinnoh today, but that's okay, because we had a great time. Having a little, we had a little bit of an exploration day before we tackle Sinnoh, which will, of course, be next week.
You know us, guys, right? You know us.
Yeah.
Like, there's a breadcrumb of a bit of hype. Like, Bradley does it. I don't know if he does it on purpose, but he gets a bit of hype breadcrumb from Pokemon, and he goes, PTM, there you go. And I'm like, and then we just dive down, and you saw the transition. I don't even know what started there. Card Show into Pocket into ZA, and it's just how it is. But I hope you can feel the hype, because we're just hyped about it all, right?
And I mean, one of the great things is that we have that space to be able to do it. We have that comfortable space where, we don't have to, we're not worrying about, we got to keep on this, we got to keep on that. And that's where I feel like the authenticity is, and we're just genuinely wanting to talk about it for the sake of just having a good time and feeling joy, and I'm sure everyone else enjoys that part too.
Absolutely, mate. What I think is quite nice as well is in maybe a year's time, we come back and listen to some of these podcasts, and some of these takes were given about various games to see whether or not we're ticking some of these off correctly, if we're going far off, or man, absolutely class. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here. So good. So
Do you have anyone, any sort of Pokemon influencer or someone that is sort of a creating in the space that you would like to shout out in this week's episode?
I absolutely do. So it's quite fitting, actually, because we've touched on the Newcastle Card Show to start us off. So we're going to call out Golden Gibbon over on Instagram. So Ash is actually the creator of the Newcastle Card Show. Her and her husband have been through it all to make it so fun for everybody. It's absolutely amazing. But while she's done that, she's a massive creator over there. She's done multiple shows. I've been invited to multiple shows as a creator. MegaCon comes to mind, where she was on a Q&A panel, which is insane. Comic-Con and various Pokemon related ones as well. But above all else, a diehard Pokemon fan, just like we are, and loves every aspect of it as I do, and as many of you listening do as well. So go check her out. I'll drop our link in the description below. Ash, Golden Gibbon, go give us some love. You'll enjoy all of our Pokemon content. It'll be good fun. There we are. Boom. Love it, man.
Boom.
Love it. Love it. So with that, Bradley, for those that are listening and those that are watching, I nearly did it again. I get too excited. I get too excited.
That's a full restore.
It is. Thanks for the burn here. So for those that are watching on YouTube,
antidote.
I'm not poisoned. So for those that are watching on YouTube, please consider smash that like button, and please drop us a comment. Question of the day is always there. Let us know if you're enjoying the podcast. All the feedback always helps, and always helps the algorithm. And for those that are listening on our various sister platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Audible, and various other things. Thank you for the Audible watcher, by the way, or listener. Please rate us. There are rating buttons. There's comment sections on all of those as well. Anything you can do just to help support us, create it, us as creators would wholeheartedly appreciate it. We really, really would. And with that, Bradley, is there anything else you want to say to the Babas today? Hard one, right?
As a wise man once said, I'm just happy to be here.
Hey, he did it this time. So thank you, Bradley, as always. And thank you for watching and listening, as you always do. And we will see you in the next one. Take care now.
See you later, guys.
Bye-bye.